Welcome back students. So what we had been discussing in the previous video, we had been discussing one more example of converting array to DFA using tree representation method. What we had discussed? We had discussed that using NFA to DFA the calculations are going to be lengthy. But if we are using array to DFA, we have to just calculate two functions, first and follow, and we can quickly design DFA from the given regular expression. Just to make a practice bit stronger, we are going to solve one more example of this method, then we are going to switch to the next method. So the example which I am going to solve right now is A star, B star, A or B star, C. So how we are going to start, as we have discussed earlier, in array to DFA method, it is very compulsory to have hash as end marker. So if you don't have hash as end marker, you have to add hash as end marker and you have to specify that hash is input symbol which we have added. We have assumed that to be end marker symbol. That's it. So now what we are going to do, we are going to first of all give input symbols and numbering. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So there are 6 positions we have provided to multiple input symbols we have over here. We are going to quickly draw tree as well. So as we are going to draw the tree, the first is A star. Okay. So if I be drawing it like A star. Okay. Now that is concatenated with B star. Okay. So this is going to be concatenated with, this is B and this is star to it. Fine. So A star, then concatenation B star. Okay. Now what we have next? Next we have is A or B star. So A or B star is also concatenated with this entire result. So let me draw first of all this concatenation. Now this concatenation happens with what? A or B star. So first what we require? A or B, and then we require multiple occurrence of A or B. So if I have A or B, it can be drawn like A or B. This is my A or B simply, and then this is multiple occurrence of A or B. So okay, so yes, this way. If this is concatenation, so this is A star or B star concatenated, and the entire result is concatenated with A or B star. Now what we have to do, this entire sub result is going to be concatenated with C. So this is concatenated with C and this sub result is concatenated with hash. That's it. C. That's so simple to draw the tree. Now what we are going to do, provide quickly number into input symbol. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we are going to write down the first position at leaf nodes as well quickly. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As we know that for leaf nodes, the same position number is going to be their first position. Why? We have already discussed this in 9.1 lecture. So coming back over here, for all non-leaf nodes also we have to calculate first. So we are going to quickly write that. Here it is 1, here it is 2 itself. For this node the RE is A star concatenated with B star. So this is 1 and this is 2. So which all symbols are possible at the first location? 1 is possible? Yes. If 1 is absent, then 2 is also possible. So the symbols which are possible are 1 and 2. Okay, fine. Now moving ahead, OR. So this is A or B. If we consider A or B as regular expression, then which OR symbols are possible at the first position? This is your 3 and 4. So either 3 is possible or 4 is possible, right? So here we have either 3 or 4. As it is star, again we are going to repeat either 3 or 4. And at this node, what is going to be your RE? At this node the RE is A star concatenated with B star concatenated with A or B star. Okay. So for these RE, this is 3 and this is 4. Which all symbols are possible at the first location? If you observe, 1 is possible? Yes. If 1 is absent, then 2 is possible. If both are absent, then 3 is also possible. If that is also absent and you are selecting B, then 4 is also possible. So which all symbols are possible? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. So here it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Fine. Coming back over here, at this node, which all symbols are possible at the first location? Which RE this node indicates? This node indicates this concatenated with C. Okay. So again, 1 is possible, 2 is possible, 3, 4. If all of them have star, that is 0 or more occurrence. So all of them are absent, then C is possible. That is very good. 5. Yes. So here what we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these many symbols are possible at the first location. Coming back at this node. At this node the additional symbol we have as hash. But what is going to be first first position of the root, first symbol at the root possible. A is possible, yes. 2 is possible, 3, 4, 5. Okay, after 5 no symbol is possible. Why? Because it is compulsory occurrence of C, yes. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is going to be first position of the root. Very good. Now what we are going to do? Quickly we are going to list all the follow positions. So I will write first of all follow of 1. So which all symbols can follow 1? See, this is A star. So 0 or more occurrences of A. So if A is present once, 2 occurrences of A are also possible? Yes. So A can also follow A, right? So 1 can also follow 1. Okay. If it is a single occurrence of A, then after A what you can have? 2. B, right? So 2 is also possible. If it is 0 occurrence of B, then after 1 what you can have? You can have 3 also. If it is 0 occurrence of B and you have selected this B, then 4 is also possible. If it is 0 occurrence of B, it is 0 occurrence of this also. Entire this is absent. Then after A, you can have C also. Are you getting what I am trying to say? 0 occurrence of B and 0 occurrence of A or B. In that case, C can also follow A. So, 5. Beyond 5, no symbol can follow A. Why? Because this is compulsory occurrence of 5. So, 5 will be the last symbol that can follow A. Okay. Moving ahead. Follow of 2. What is follow of 2? 2 itself can follow 2. Are you getting that? Because it is B stars. After B, you can have B also. So 2 can follow 2. Then, yes, after 2, 3 can also be there. If you select B, then 4 can also be there. If it is 0 occurrence of this, then 5 can also be there. But beyond 5, nobody can be there because it is compulsory occurrence of 5. Simple. Follow of 3. Who can follow 3? As we have understood in last previous example, whenever you have A or B, either you can select A or you can select B. But when you have A or B star, it means all possible combination of A and B are possible. So after A you can have A also, after A you can have B also. After B you can have B also, after B you can have A also. All possible combinations can be there. So after 3 you can have 3 also. After 3 you can have 4 also, and finally you can have 5 also. But after 5 no symbol is possible. Similarly, when you calculate follow of 4, then which all symbols can follow 4? 4 itself can follow 4. Then 3 can also follow 4. Then 5 can follow 4. Beyond 5 nobody else can follow. So this is 3, 4, 5. Very good. Follow of 5. That is after 5 what all symbols are possible? After 5 there is a single symbol available, that is 6. Okay. So follow of 5 is 6. Follow of 6 is empty set. Clear? Okay. So this is how we have calculated follow. Now we are going to quickly check all the possible sets we are going to have in our equivalent DFA. But for that, I'll have to make room. So I expect you have drawn this tree and you have also written the first value at each and every node, because I'll have to erase it. Okay. So let me quickly clear this out. Fine. So coming back over here, what we are going to do, we are going to first of all write down what is first of root. As we have already calculated, what was first of root? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is our first of root, we have already calculated. So we will call that this first of root which we have calculated is our first set, A, right? So we will start exploring from our first set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is A. Okay. So if this is my first set, what I have to do for exploring that? I'll have to quickly write down follow of each and every member of the set. That's it. So if I write that follow of 1, follow of 2, follow of 3, follow of 4, and follow of 5. Okay, so I will write the value, look up the value from the value we have already calculated. So follow of 1 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Follow of 2 is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Follow of 3 is 3, 4, 5. Follow of 4 is 3, 4, 5. And follow of 5 is 6. Now after writing these values, we have to write down the mapping to input symbols as well. So this 1 indicates A, 2 indicates B, 3 indicates A, 4 indicates B, and 5 indicates C. As we have discussed in the previous example, when you are exploring a set and for the same input symbol, if you end up if you have multiple follows possible, the same member occurs multiple number of times, same input symbol occurs as member multiple number of times, then what you have to do, you will have to make union of it. So if you observe over here, A occurs twice and B also occurs twice. So this is A and this is also A. So you will have to make union of it. If you make union of it, which set will be there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 union with 3, 4, 5. You can observe 3, 4, 5 is repetitive. In set, any member you will always write only once. Very good. So the answer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is existing set A only. No new set is going to be created. Are you getting this? Okay. Coming back to the repetition B. So this is B and this is also B. So if you make union of it, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, union with 3, 4, 5. Again 3, 4, 5 is repetitive. So set you will end up having is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is also once again A. No new set is created. But then when you come over here, it is follow 5, 6. It's a new set. Let me call it B. So which next set I am going to explore? There is a single new set available which is B. So B is equal to 6. Now what I am going to do? As many members I have in the set, I am extremely sorry, I should have written it like B is equal to 6. It's a set. As many members you have in the set, that many times follow should be calculated. So if you do that, this is going to be follow of 6. So what is follow of 6? If you observe over there, follow of 6 is null, right? It's a new set, a new name should be given. Let me call it C. Okay. So what is the next? Okay, what 6 indicates? 6 indicate hash. So I need to write down that as well, hash. This is C. Okay, fine. Now what is the new set to be explored? C. I'm sorry. So new set. I'm sorry. New set we are going to explore is C, that indicates null set. So nothing to be explored. Hence we are going to declare that as accepting set. See, it's so simple. Okay. So if we have now we are going to draw equivalent DFA over here. So how we will be drawing the DFA? So which set we have? First of all, capital A. If you input small a, you will go to A. If you input small b, then also you will go to A. If you input C, then you will go to B. And from B, if you input hash, you will go to C, which is actually accepting state. Okay, so this is how you draw DFA. Now see, it's so simple in using this method. If you will compare this with the NFA to DFA method, imagine drawing NFA for this. It is going to be itself so complicated. So many states will be there. Then you have to calculate. There are 4 input symbol A, B, C, and hash. So for every set, you have to call epsilon closure of move function 4 times. A, B, C, and hash for 4 symbols. So the calculation, just try it once. Calculate this RE. And draw DFA using NFA to DFA also, and you will realize that it hardly takes 1 or 2 steps for drawing the DFA, while in case of NFA to DFA it was taking so many efforts and so much time, and also there is a possibility of making mistake which is not over here. Also, if you compare the DFAs, then it is possible that for the same RE, if you follow NFA to DFA method and RE to DFA method, then the DFA that you are going to draw by both methods may not be same. It is not compulsory that both DFAs are going to be same. Both DFAs may be different. How that is possible? Because DFA itself may have redundant states. That's why when we started with this method, I have said that the second method will guarantee you optimal states. Less repetitions will be there. More number of repetitions are going to be there in the first method, that is subset construction method, NFA to DFA method. While as in this method, there are going to be less possible repetitions. So you can observe over here, there was one question by one of the students that it is necessary that you should have two edges. Can we write it something like this, that there is a single edge and I will write A and B both? Yes, this is also right. Actually, it is conveying the same information, that there will be edge from if you input small a, there also it is going to A. If you input small b, there also it is going to A. So this is also correct. But I prefer, for the sake of simplicity, I do prefer this. Okay, fine. So this is how we calculate or we apply RE to DFA method for drawing DFA. We are not going to solve more example for this. We have done enough. 3 were given in the assignment. 3 more I will be giving after this lecture in assignment for more practice. So that is going to be pretty enough for the practice. Now let me make one statement which is very important to understand, that if you have, suppose this is your RE and you are using the first method and the second method for drawing DFA. For the same RE following subset construction method, this is the DFA, and RE to DFA method, this is the DFA. Both DFA may not be same. But if you optimize them, minimize the DFA, then minimized DFA will be always same. Minimized DFA. Optimized or minimized DFA out of both DFAs is always going to be same. Are you getting what I am trying to say? Another statement I want to make is, suppose this is your RE1 and this is your RE2. So for this you have created a DFA, that is DFA1. For this it is DFA2. Okay. It is possible that when you minimize this DFA and this DFA, the optimized DFA which you are getting for this and this, both is same. Both end up to having same optimized DFA. Why? When this happens, the meaning is syntactically both REs are different, but semantically they are same. Let me give an example. If you write, let me give you one example. If you write A or B star, this is your RE1. And if you write A star or B star whole star, suppose this is your RE2. And if you follow this, means using any method, first method or second method, draw DFA for RE1 and draw DFA for RE2, then optimize both DFAs, then optimized DFA of both is going to be same. How? We will see in the next lecture. So this is all we had to discuss. These two things are very important, that for the same RE, two different DFAs can be created, but if the RE is same, optimized DFA is going to be same. What is optimized or minimized DFA? We are going to discuss after this. Two REs are syntactically different, yet their optimized DFA can be same when those two REs are semantically, logically same. They are creating same number of strings. Is it clear? Okay. So next lecture we are going to discuss this portion and also this optimizing DFA, that how DFA can be optimized, minimized. So that algorithm example we are going to discuss in the next lecture, and then we are going to start with syntax analysis phase. Keep watching. Thank you.